I'm making these videos in the new place, mostly about economics and money and stuff like that, because I don't want my new neighbors to also go berserk like the other ones in the old place. Uh, I'm looking in some parks. They have some gyms that are empty in the weekdays, and take the videos that are kind of raunchy and elicit the reaction that I wouldn't want here over there, and then stick to this section, which is going to be more mundane economic ideas and stuff like that. Anyhow, I've been looking at the alternative media like USA Watchdog or Kaiser Report, or there's another one, David Stockman. He talks about it, and also there were like about another video that was about the signs of economic collapse. Well, I think that if the collapse is going to happen, it will be like a deflationary collapse, which will not result in hyperinflation, because the banks would be dead, and the government would be printing so much money. The dollar itself will either be severely devalued even from what it is now, or almost worthless. So there is deflation, and then more deflation, and then as the technological singularity takes hold, then the cost of producing many products and services will plummet even further to zero. Then the whole doesn't matter how much money they print and pay each other's debt, it will not result in hyperinflation, because that money will go into like money haven, will pay all the stupid bonds that they themselves published. It's like they take the money from one wallet, put it in the other, and then the real economy is going to be just spiraling down in a deflationary cycle. Well, I'm seeing that a lot of products, even cars, I think that as the interest rate goes up, the housing is going to become much cheaper. And this is itself, when the stuff that you buy with whatever money that you're making becomes cheaper and more affordable, that's it's like getting another paycheck, because you have to struggle as much to get those things that you covet. For example, I'm trying to get a new car, and there are a lot of apps. I'm trying the fair.com, but I saw there's a few other ones, and also car rentals. They're becoming much cheaper, and also they're less demanding on the credit. I guess the fair.com allows you to return the car. So I mean, I have disability, and I had a hell of a time trying to get my license renewed. So well, they renewed the last time without a lot of hitch, but the one before that was very hard. And so getting a car or from dealer was a concern, because I could get a restricted license, or end up with no license. Then I'll have a brand new car, or a late model car, and then what do I do with that? I would have to ruin my credit again. I don't even think about my credit anymore. I just forget it. The thing is, if deflation continues, and car dealers and manufacturers and apps that rent them, and rental car companies, they become desperate and they take anybody, and they have their own little criteria because they want to get rid of all the cars. Then does the credit report really matter? This can become a contagion to the housing, because I think that the Chinese, they build all the cities with the empty houses, but the Americans, they do the same thing, issue themselves credit and then build houses. But the Americans are smart. They build some patches here, some over there, but there's a lot of places that are empty or buildings. I think commercial real estate has already tanked, but the residential also has a lot of problems because the houses that they have built, they're all luxury homes, and everybody's getting older and they're retiring. Who really needs all these mansions? But hey, I think there will come a point where the builders or the banks, they would become desperate because they have to get some type of return on investment, and they will become the lender. Like you could go to a builder and say, hey, I want to rent to own, like I'll give you like 600 a month or 700 a month, cut all the interest and all the other stuff out, and just collect these. This will be like a very low yield on the bonds that you issue to build this place, and they'll go for it because by then the economic collapse should have taken hold. But this is just conjecture right now, but I think I see it happening with cars. So other stuff, I think that many of the products are made in foreign countries, not just China, other places. And like I said in previous video, the untapped labor, overcapacity, and pervasive deflation. This the cost of manufacturing is going to continue to plummet, and then I don't know why Trump is starting a trade war, because there's nothing to fight over. If the cost of manufacturing has plummeted, and products are everyday products that many countries are desperate to get rid of, to export, I mean, what's to fight about it? The only thing one has to do is to make products that are not like that. They're high tech, they're nice, nice planes, nice technological breakthroughs, stuff that costs millions of dollars, not a few pennies. Well, I don't know what is Trump's policy or trade war purpose, but I see things spiraling down into a deflationary collapse in all areas. And then the other thing that I see is that many companies are really nothing but a bunch of computer servers and a few programmers or algorithms that are running, or bots, or AI. It's nothing but the computer and information, and how much does it really cost to make another Amazon or another Netflix or another Apple? If at the bottom of it sits just a bunch of computer servers, how valuable these companies can be. But I think that would be the beginning of zero marginal cost society, because the will be just the information processing and information, and then some interface that brings that into reality, like 3D prints products, or provides the service electronically, like banking services. And I was looking at cryptocurrencies, and I had bought some IOTA, and I was looking at it. I bought it pretty cheap, and now it has become like $1.07. I think I made some money. I have to really look into it. I usually am not that lucky, but it's been a year. Maybe I made a bunch of money off of that. If it progressed to $1, probably it's going to go higher. And I'm getting some money. I intend to buy coins or tokens that are totally crypto. They are like Bitcoin. They're not something that somebody published and they have the keys. So I believe that cryptocurrencies are going to be money makers, because simply it takes the value or the money out of the Western banking systems, and that's why it's becoming more valuable. I guess they're gonna come up with tokens that represent shares of companies. That would be very nice. I could participate in this kind of new Wall Street without worrying about all the fraud and all the mismanagement. Also, I am going to buy some silver. I usually buy them like 1 kilo bar, which comes out to, last time I bought it was like 570, 560, and that price was about like $30 of it was the shipping, which was very nice. Came directly from the metal company. I bought it off of eBay. I thought that was very nice, very convenient. Don't have to go pay extra on each ounce of it. Then I can't really afford to buy gold. I put the silver bar in off-site storage, like a vault, something like that. But I don't think the collapse would be like traumatic like many people imagine. It will hurt the bourgeoisie and the banks and the governments that have issued all the credit. But I don't think that it will affect the low income or middle class people, especially many of the everyday products that we use are made in foreign countries. Even food stuff, they are such old passé products that I don't think anybody would be fighting to jack up the price on them, because there's just so much of it is being produced everywhere. Probably the Americans will come up with another what you call it, shice dollar, and they'll pay with that, whatever. I'm hoping that I make a lot of money off of the cryptocurrencies, and kind of be able to get out of United States for vacation. I'm thinking of like going to Russia or countries that don't start wars. You can make friends. The cost of living is cheaper, like for a week or two, something like that. Get a break from this place. Well, thank you for being in my YouTube channel, and please subscribe. And I'm going to have other videos on other topics that are more like spiritual. Well, the guru my teacher, he was mocking me. He said that well, these videos are, he especially mocks the videos about silver and all that. Like, last time he said, I'm going to take your penny out of my pocket and give it to you as a prize. he doesn't really think that these videos are remarkable in any way. He thinks the other stuff, but the other stuff that has to do with psychic phenomena and mediumship and some spiritual practices, they're very much arcane. You really have to have, you need to be a really practicing psychic or very advanced students in a cult to kind of even understand this stuff. I guess some hits on them, not too many, but hey, they're valuable as a record. Who knows, like 100 years from now. Well, thank you again. Please subscribe and leave a comment. Okay, thanks.